New. Pennsylvania Senate candidate Dr. Oz has a secret, previously undisclosed condo in New Jersey. And his tenants, well, are his buddies and Turkish nationalists who are linked to groups that have denied the Armenian genocide.
Wait, he has Grey Wolf tenants?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
They're saying he's
This
Grey
is
Wolf?
after he said he voted for CHP. He's all over the place. He's all over the place. Yeah.
Well, so the thing is, I think that what's funny about this, what Fresh and Fit say you're too scared to debate. Bro, why is it that like these guys who speak to like 8 people every fucking week have one of those 8 people in their fan base come in here every time they bring me up? I'm not afraid of debating these motherfuckers. I said I would do it, even though they're irrelevant, okay? It's so weird. They literally fucking talk to like 3 people every day, and then one of those 3 people comes in here every time they bring it up. Wait, they eliminated the paywall. This was paywall before.
Okay.
Dr. Oz's Turkish nationalist pals living in a secret New Jersey condo. He owns an undisclosed apartment in New Jersey that houses close associates of his who are linked to groups that have denied the ethnic cleansing which occurred in the formative years of the modern Turkish state. So here, let me just like dispel a couple things here, okay? That's like most Turkish people. Like if you're saying like, oh, they deny, Dr. Oz is linked back to Turkish people that deny the Armenian genocide. Like, yeah, that's, most, okay? Bergen County records show that since 2006, Oz and his wife have owned the condominium in the borough of Fairview, a 7-minute drive, okay, from their mansion overlooking the Hudson River, where the country sent the unit's property tax bill as recently as this year. Yet this apartment is oddly absent from the otherwise exhaustive disclosure Oz made in April as a candidate for the U.S. Senator in Pennsylvania. Candidates are not obliged to report real estate holdings that do not produce revenue, but Oz did so for his other non-revenue producing properties, including Cliffside Park Apartments and his residential holdings in Turkey, where the former daytime TV host's parents were born. It was impossible to ascertain whether Oz received rent payments from the condo, as neither he nor his tenants replied to repeated requests for comment. What was possible to ascertain is who those tenants are, a pair of apparent longtime friends deeply involved in Turkish nationalist activism and connected to groups that have fought to prevent the United States from recognizing the extermination of Armenians on Turkish territory during World War I, which Oz himself has refused to describe as a genocide, despite a consensus among respected historians. Wait, what? Wait, Dr. Oz does not recognize the Armenian genocide? That's crazy.
I mean, no one is playing all sides quite like Dr. Oz.
What the fuck?
He is all over the place.
I'm so surprised that like a prominent media figure in America for as many years as Dr. Oz has been active has been able to evade this line of questioning. That's like the number one thing people say immediately in my chat. They come in here. I used to have a fucking literal like auto responder of a video of me saying like the Armenian genocide happened, like. Because that is straight up the first thing people are like, oh, you deny the Armenian genocide. What about that? Fuck you.
Well, I think like for who his audience was most of his career, they would not like, that's not a question they would think to ask him.
Yeah, but like now that he's in the fucking disgusting muck of politics.
Well, yeah, someone asked him.
Yeah. At the root of the repression is Oz, Turkey's insistence of what happened during World War I wasn't genocide. It asserts the number of deaths have been inflated and that those who die were victims of civil war. It isn't unusual for foreign policy disputes to enter U.S. political races. The Turkish government, or actually someone in the Turkish government, or at least Turkish media, had a really good counter to this, because like there are so many people that run for Senate that have like dual citizenship and stuff. Obviously, Israel being one of them as well, but like. Plenty of other countries, and Greece. I think there was one about like Greece where there's some guy in like a state legislature was like celebrating some Greek thing that happened, and I remember like seeing it in Turkish media. They were like, no one's criticizing this guy. You know what I mean? Which is really strange though, like that they're like, oh, he's Turkish and he's doing. Guys, please stop fucking making the bot go crazy. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
One day you'll regret torturing bots.
Yeah. Oh, dude,
Yeah.
I hope the bots come back with a fucking vengeance.
I've always been very polite to bots. All night bots.
Yeah.
All automated service.
Yeah. Throw up those Monka W's. It's fucking coming for your ass, bitch. Too late now.
No one would no one would ask anyone who has like Israeli dual citizenship over like the Nabka or anything, you know.
Yeah. Mom. Oh,
Not happening.
what?
Not
That's
happening.
not even a. Yeah. They would be like, how much did you like it happening? Like,
yeah.
Rated on a scale of 1 to 10, but you can only start at 6.
Yeah.
Do you think it was a 6, which means you're a piece of shit, or do you think it was a 10, which is the right answer?
Yeah, you can't even like say that word. US media, like, yeah. I'm so interested. Do you think he's lying about voting for CHP?
I don't know. I mean,
He's such
he
a
is
fucking
lib.
weird person.
He is a lib. He's
He
not
is, but he's one of the weirdest people who's ever lived. Like, he's such a fucking. He is so like all over the place.
Yeah, but he is like a TV lib. Like this whole act of like he's a Trump style like right wing candidate. Like he's a lib. He's a rich lib. So obviously he like has, you know, he probably wants to kill homeless people, but like with kindness. You know what I mean?
Why do you think he did this Trump thing? Do you think it's because he's like, oh, I want to be a senator, but I can't? Like the Democratic lane's too crowded.
I have no idea where the fuck this came from. I do not understand it. It makes no sense.
It's so
He's already
fucking
like
weird.
a multi-millionaire, right?
Yeah, it's not for money. It's for something else, which makes it like infinitely weirder to
Yeah,
me.
it's for fucking, you know, fifth column.
I mean, maybe like
fifth column style infiltration.
Fucking, what else is it for?
Us Turks, we're not stopping until every American says the Armenian genocide never happened.
It's like, I don't know what else it would be for. It's so fucking weird. More than anything, I want to find out what it's for. Why is he putting himself through this?
I don't know. It's so bad. Oz dismissed the questions as reminiscent of the slurs made in the past by Catholics and Jews. Wait, what? Oz, who was born in Ohio to Turkish parents and holds dual U.S. citizenship, has faced criticism from his rivals about whether he has dual loyalties to Turkey.
That is a nasty trope.
Dude, I love that.
That is a nasty trope by John Frauderman.
It's so funny. John Fetterman, he's fucked up, dude. No, it's just like, I like that is what they're afraid of. Like America's NATO ally Turkey is gonna really they're gonna get like what's gonna happen?
Gulen, like that you give up Gulen.
Yeah.
Yeah, that like he becomes senator and he immediately like calls the sheriff department.
Pennsylvania.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, you're right.
That's what I'm saying.
You're right, but I think he has ties to Gulenis, maybe. That's what.
No, he has ties to everything. He's on every side of every Turkish issue.
Yes,
he's on every side of everything. He's Revolver Ocelot. Like,
yeah, he's gonna give Fethullah Gulen the fucking the whatever his like weird cures are, and then he's gonna die.
Yeah.
He's gonna assassinate Fethullah Gulen with like fucking his weird L-arginine mixture.
Yeah. Oh, I made you my branch chain amino acid like L shake, and it instantly fucking evaporates him. He doesn't like he's such a like Manchurian candidate. He shows up to like kill Gulen and doesn't remember if he's supposed to be a triple agent or not. He has been like every issue in Turkish life that you can possibly be on any side of. He has experimented with every position on. He's an amazing person.
Yeah. Documents filled with the New York State Charities Bureau show that Necmiye Kajaroglu reported the condominium as her personal address last year when she co-founded a nonprofit called Atatürk's Heritage. Wait, what? Named for Mustafa Kemal Atatürk, the controversial founder. Wait, what? Okay. That's not the reason why they would be nationalists. If they're like Atatürk's Heritage, those are like libs, dude. That's no different than saying like loving Atatürk is like loving George Washington. Okay, it's not like a. This is a very like Americanized perspective, straight up. Controversial. What the fuck?
Oh my god. This is so fucking stupid. This like no, like they need someone they can talk to like on background about Turkey because like they legitimately like don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
Dude, what the fuck? It's like it's literally like it's
not controversial in Turkey to like add a Turk.
No,
like,
and it's not. It doesn't even imply that you're like any more hyper nationalistic than the average American is about like George Washington. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, he's a George Washington slaver, but like no one would be like, I can't believe this person gave I don't know a museum monument dedicated to George Washington like money.
She graduated from
This is problematic nationalism.
She graduated from George Washington University, the university named after the controversial American military leader and founding father.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like it's so weird. Besides multiple photographs of herself and her husband with the Oz family at private and public events, Kajirol's Facebook profile is filled with images of Atatürk. Wait, what the fuck? Oh, when they said she was a gray wolf, I thought she was like actually like a gray wolf. No, this is
this is just like
this person is probably like anti-AKP, probably anti-MHP as well. What the fuck?
They needed to talk to somebody on background for this.
Dude, what the fuck?
So she's like not a gray wolf. She just has like a corny pro Ataturk NGO.
This is literally this is the most Turkish. This is the most normal Turkish person. I thought this was like, I thought this was literally like actually, I thought this was like unironically like a, you know. Because there are fascist factions within Turkey, like ultra nationalists.
They made it sound like it was gray wolves.
Yeah, I thought she was a gray wolf. What the fuck? She's just like, this is just like pro Atatürk. CHP'li teyze aynen amına koyayım.
No, they need background. They should have like called you.
She's like a long-term, social democratic party voter, and they're like freaking out. What the fuck? In her own social media, Kajirol has personally repeated many of the Turkish government's lies, blaming Armenians for the killing of Turkish soldiers by British troops, sharing articles complaining about Armenian demands. Oh my God, they found literally the most like average fucking Turkish aunt. Among the photos of herself and Oz family, there's a 2018 gala of the American Turkish Society. This group is long shot away from public statements on the systematic killing and deportation of Armenians and regards the only recently successful efforts to get the U.S. government to recognize these crimes as genocide. However, the Society's longtime leader, record executive Ahmet Ertegun, controversially sponsored academics who promoted the Turkish government's version of events and refused to publicly describe the massacres as genocide, even though before his death, he reportedly admitted as much in private. The American Turkish Society did not respond to requests for comment. Kajirol is also a longtime member and a recent candidate for the presidency, Amerika Türk Kadınlar Birliği, or Turkish Women's League of America. Wait, what? The ATAA was formed in the late 70s at the behest of then Turkish ambassador to counter the perceived Armenian influence on American policy. The ATAA is today one of the country's leading Armenian genocide denial groups, having led lawsuits and pressure campaigns to prevent U.S. schools from instructing about the atrocities. Its webpage features a prominent tab labeled Armenian Issue, which links to numerous pages attacking Armenia. Oh my God. And denying the extent of the killings of Turkish culpability. Social media posts also show the League maintains close ties to the Turkish consul and diplomatic corps. Kajirol's page includes photos of her participating in League events at the Manhattan Outpost. Okay. So, literally, this is just, for those of you who don't understand, you guys already know what my position is on the matter, on the Armenian genocide, obviously. But this is the most like average fucking Turkish person living in America. The idea that this is like somehow significantly more nationalistic than, as Felix pointed out, like an Israeli American who doesn't really even need to engage in lobbying efforts to whitewash the Nakba is a silly one. But also on top of that, like this person isn't like an ultra nationalist at all. Straight up. However, a spokesperson of the group asserted that the league had canceled Kajirol's membership after her bid to become president failed. They acknowledged the league's affiliation and dues payment, but maintained the league's cultural and linguistic organization, not a politics group. However, the spokesperson added that they personally do not believe the Armenian genocide occurred. Of course they said that. And or anyone, how did GTA go woke? I wish American journalists had this level of scrutiny towards Americans when it came to indigenous genocide. Yeah, I mean, most Americans don't even know or care about America's problems. You expect them to give a fuck about Dr. Oz's Turk posting? The social media pages of Kajirol's husband and son are also rife with Turkish nationalist imagery, allusions to Atatürk, and posts supporting her activism. Let's see what the fuck this is about. What is this? Wait, what? Oh my God, bro. This is what they posted? Shut the fuck up. No shot. No fucking shot, dude. This is it? Hold on. Hold on. Fuck.
Okay.
This is it. This is like...
This is a lady?
This is the lady and the husband, and they like linked it. Well, Bad Kajarola has like deleted it, but they're saying that like they linked their fucking personal accounts, their personal pages, and like this is what they're referencing. They're saying it's nationalistic. That's what they're talking. That's crazy.
Man, like they're like Occupy Democrats people for Turkey.
Yeah, literally. What the fuck? They're like, oh, we're patriotic. We're patriotic about America.
Yeah.
But they're like libs.
Man,
that's insane.
What a fucking disappointing article.
Sometimes journalists are so fucking ruthless when they do shit like this. When you're like, dude, really? You just like literally fucking put some random grandma's personal Facebook page. The random grandma's personal fucking Facebook page on like your Daily Beast article. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Social media pages of Kılıçdaroğlu's husband are rife with Turkish nationalist imagery, allusions to Atatürk, and posts supporting her activism. It's not just Facebook photos that attest to the family's closeness. Oz's wife has acknowledged the Kılıçdaroğlu's in two of her books, thanking them in one note for holding down the home front. Someone's getting fired. No one's getting fired. This is what the media does all the time.
Yeah, no, this is Daily Beast especially.
I think this is Daily Beast loves this shit. They're doing it for the Democratic Party. They're doing it for Fetterman against Oz, which I hate Dr. Oz, as you guys know, and I think he's a piece of shit, as I've said many, many times over. But the article itself is fucking ridiculous, especially because like their ties to ultra nationalism and the way they make it seem is literally through their support for Atatürk, which is exactly like every average American and their support for like George Washington.
It also sounds like they're also making it sound like, oh, he had like tenants that he was renting out to that he didn't disclose. But it sounds like this is like a family friend or like a nanny or something at most, and like he wouldn't have charged her. Yeah.
However, if Oz is simply allowing them to stay in the resident free of charge, Marsko said he would have violated no rules and would have faced no consequences.
Which is probably what he fucking did.
Yeah.
Like, this is so fucking stupid.
Yeah.
There's so much, like, weird shit you can easily hit him on, but, like, man, yeah.
Yeah, this is such a
Daily
fucking ridiculous article, dude. That's wild. Oz's relationship to Turkey has become almost as awkward as his history in New Jersey. Oz once proudly highlighted his Turkish heritage and his affinity for his parents' native land, where he holds citizenship, served in the military, and even voted in recent elections. Of course, dual loyalty for sure.
But again, it's like, would anyone say, like, would Daily Beast like say this in an article about someone with like Israeli citizenship?
No shot. Yeah, but also the difference
way.
between like and this is like me as a Turkish person living in America saying this, but the difference always for countries like Turkey, if you're a Turkish citizen living in America, it is also like there is like a sense of responsibility to showcase Turkey to other American people, especially because like there aren't that many fucking Turkish people in America. You know what I'm saying? So like there is a sense of pride, even if you're like a second generation Turkish person. You know what I mean? Living in America, that people from Ireland are never gonna fucking or people with Irish heritage are never gonna understand, because you're like 11 generations in. And you are so permanently a fixture of American existence and American society. And that's where it comes from.
Yeah, and like...
This person is, if the average Turkish person is a genocide denier, then the average Turkish person absolutely deserves to be called the fuck out. Yeah, of course. But you're mistaking structural inequalities for like individuals that are perpetrating misinformation as a consequence of their development and their upbringing. You get it? Like you're literally not able to frame this in a way that is like, even when it comes to the Israel example, there is significantly more knowledge and significantly more information readily available to Israeli people or Israeli Americans or American Jews about Israel than there is for Turkish people because there's no alternative in Turkey. Like when
especially like a woman her age.
Yeah. This article, all I'm saying is this article would never be written about anyone else for any other country unless it was like, I guess, Chinese. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or like some MENA country that America is interested in doing shit with.
Yeah. Man. What a letdown. I was so excited for it to be like, yeah, actual Grey Wolves, like fucking rented out his place. But no.
That's what I thought too. The way they made it,
family friend who like has a fucking pro Ataturk.
Yeah, they made it seem like they were Grey Wolves.
Yeah, she's like Lisa Simpson researching Jebediah Springfield, but for Ataturk. Like that's like the level it's on.
Yeah, this is fucking bananas. Especially as like Americans writing this article, like if I were to fucking ask like William Biederman and Ursula Perano what their takes are on the fucking founding fathers, like I doubt, or what their takes are on her or his uncle's fucking random uncle on Facebook's like take on the founding fathers, like, you know, I'm sure they would probably be like, okay, well that's a little
right, like a 72-year-old in your family.
Yeah,
like,
literally.
What do they think about Thomas Jefferson?
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
That's wild. I mean, I don't know.
Articles suck. Articles fucking suck, man. The other day, I was like lamenting the fact that I haven't written an article in years, but it's like, honestly, fuck articles. They're like not good. Too many of them. They're usually things like this.
Yeah.
Man.
News media really gobbling up the story. I mean, it's a line of attack that is going to be like hard for conservatives to disparage either, because like who the fuck is going to care about the intricacies of like Turkish nationalism and then make comparisons of Turkish nationalism to...
I told him not to pay for subscriptions to Daily Beast. I said Bloomberg is worth paying for, Financial Times is worth paying for, New York Times is honestly worth paying for. LA Times, not bad.
This person fucking writes for Axios, dude. Oh, come on. Like, she fucking wrote for Politico and Axios.
Axios, you like literally, you
Suck
have to
my
be
dick.
You have to be pro-Israel.
Come the fuck on, dude. Oh my god.
Like, they have an editorial policy that you have to be like pro-Israel and pro-capitalist to like work for Axios.
Dude,
like,
that is so fucking ridiculous, dude. Are you kidding me? Two thoughts on some of the circulating response to the story. Even if Armenian genocide denials are still commonplace in Turkish politics, I regret to inform you that Oz is running in, checks note, the U.S. I promise you're not going to convince us the genocide didn't happen. Like, that's so fucking... Oh, God. Okay, dude. She said checks note. She checked their notes.
Yeah.
It's up to you not to change your mind about the so-called genocide. Every Turk, literally, immediately. So-called genocide, fuck you, bitch.
First reply. Yeah. First reply.
People will not understand this. Like, they will not understand this. I say this as someone who, you know, grew up in this. I say this as someone who grew up in, you know, Turkish schooling. I went to public school and private school in Turkey. The education system absolutely fucking does not consider a genocide and teaches children from an early age as like a so-called genocide straight up. That doesn't make it appropriate. That doesn't make it okay. 100%. However, having said all of that, just like Japan, exactly, very similar in that with that comparison. But having said that, like, you know, tying, one, we do that here in America, and like tying some random fucking grandma as like this hyper nationalist figurehead to Dr. Oz is so funny.
Yeah, more than anything, I just felt bad for her. I like don't feel bad for Dr. Oz, but like her getting her shit blown up. That seems unfair.
That's crazy. They fucking linked her like personal Facebook account.
That's fucking nasty.
That's wild.
Like, Dr. Oz is gonna lose anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, what the fuck?
But it's not about... I think it's about sending a message. I don't think it's about like belittling Dr. Oz or any... I mean, I don't think it's about like, you know, being afraid that Dr. Oz is gonna win, you know, the race or anything. It's more like about sending a message to be like, we'll
We'll go after your family for Brandon.
Yeah, we'll fucking take you down, dude. Dark Brandon rises. Yeah. Dark Brandon rises again. Yeah, that's funny. Like I said, I'm sure Ursula has immediate relatives that if you were to look at their fucking Facebook accounts, if you were to look at like an
Italian from Florida, I'm sure. Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, if you were to look at her immediate family, immediate relatives, I'm sure they have, unironically, very similar positions to the ones that she is like using as an attack point against Dr. Oz on whether it's Israel or even Italy, maybe.
Yeah. Look, yeah. Italian last name from Florida. I will find any 72-year-old in her family.
Oh yeah.
Like, come on. No.
It sounds like the classic, they don't know any better. It's not their fault. No, I mean, it's like a random civilian that you're fucking blowing up and turning into like this major political player. Like you're making it seem like they're big power players living in Dr. Oz's condo.
This is like some fucking goofy old woman he knows. Yeah. Like it just.
And the line of attack revolves around literally like saying that they like Atatürk, like, which is literally like every Turkish person.
Yeah, no, it's not. This isn't like a referendum on how okay this old woman's beliefs are. It's more like what political value does attacking her have? This is literally just some fucking old woman.
Yeah.
This is just like some fucking normal person who has nothing to do with this race. Her only relation to it is that, like, she's a family friend of the Oz's.
Living in one of his fucking condos for free.
Yeah, she spent like a year living there, like, I don't know, being a nanny or something. I don't know what the fuck she was doing. And like, just a normal person who's like getting her shit blown up.
Yeah. I thought he was hosting nationalist headquarters in his condo. I would have not thought otherwise had I not read the rest. Yeah. Well, that's how media works. The real dirt. Why is Felix dressed like this?
Dressed like what?
Shit. What the fuck? Yo, for real.
I'm not dressed like that. This is an American Apparel short sleeve t-shirt.
You look like Muhammad Hassan's goons, dude.
No, I don't. I'm not wearing a head thing.
Yeah, he took it off when he came over.
Yeah. But yeah, I like wore it in the lift.
Yeah. Anyway, I guess the only tangible tie back to Dr. Oz in that respect is that he also, which I'm very surprised to find out, has been like iffy on Armenian genocide, which is wild.
I would have figured he would have like had one.
Bro, he grew up in America. What do you mean? Like, what question is there? If you grew up in America, how do you like even question it?
I don't know. Maybe his parent like. I don't know. I'm surprised he doesn't have like one answer from like 2012 where he's like, it was absolutely genocide. And then one answer from like 2017 where he's like, I don't know.
Also known as the Cenk Uygur technique. Yeah. But the reverse Cenk Uygur. I guess that makes sense because he was like real gung-ho. He used to be like a huge conservative, Cenk, back in the day. And like wrote fucking an article about it. But then again, he was also a fucking advocate for the Iraq war and shit back in the day. He was a major conservative.
Everyone who like did political blogging, like back then, seems to have had a period where they were like pro Iraq war. It's so funny. Like no one was against it.
Oof, Hasan turning on his dialogue? No, I mean he acknowledges that was wrong. Like what do you want? That's the other thing. It's like people are like. Everyone can be susceptible to brainwashing and propaganda, right? But especially if you're like a young college student who's like really fucking political and gung-ho and like super, super reactionary at the time. But like, what do you want? It was like fucking 30, 40 fucking years ago. And he's like admitted that it was completely inappropriate. Like,
also,
what do you want to kill him? Like, what do you want? You want to fucking, you want him to whip himself, like publicly flagellate? You know?
Also, like, I mean, a college student like searching for an identity in America and just like latching on to their heritage.
Yeah, 100%.
Which like, doesn't make it right.
Which he didn't even have like any. That's the other thing. Like, he's not. He's a second generation Turkish person. Like, he grew up in America. Like he wasn't even in the stink of it. You know what I mean? Like he just
Right, he's just like latching on to something.
He wanted to be Turkish. Like it was a thing. It was a sense of like pride or whatever for him.
Yeah, because it's like embarrassing to like be a young man in America and be like unmoored to anything.
Yeah.
Not have like a thing.
Yeah. I like that they talk about him serving the Turkish military, but all the people that served in the Israeli military is fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. That's the funniest part about my dad was like, if you serve in the Turkish military, like I will disown you.
Really?
Like, yeah, he literally was like, I didn't have you fucking. He was like, I didn't spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on like, you know, having you go to school and shit only for you to fucking die in a mountaintop. He's like, he literally was like, you fucking are not allowed. Because for me, it's like, what do you call it? Because he served. Every Turk serves, right?
Yeah.
He's Turkish. For me, the way I was thinking about it, I was like, you know, it's like 28 days. You pay for it because like I lived in America. There was a off at the time, which is like you just pay a certain fee, and instead of doing the regular, conscription, you do your regular service. You do like a 28-day one, but even then, it was like he was like, you're not allowed to do that.
When was it? Was this around like 2013, 2012?
What? Me with the military?
Yeah.
No. It was more recent than that. I was like,
oh, really?
Because I was still, it was like probably 2016. Because it was like 3 years after. Because the way I saw it was like, 28 days, I'll get in shape. So fucked up.
I get where you're coming from.
Yeah,
though.
like I was like, it's gonna be 28 days. I'll eat like shitty food. I'll
it'll
fucking
be like
hate
an
it.
enforced calorie deficit.
That's the way I saw it.
Yeah.
I was thinking, I'll be forced to do a diet.
I bet at least like one person has joined the French Foreign Legion, like under like that thinking.
Well, also because I do have Turkish citizenship, so like in order to have Turkish citizenship and like not be arrested and put into military prison if I go to Turkish soil, like you either have to serve or sometimes they'll allow, like I said, there'll be like a limited time where you can just like pay to not serve. And it happens like once every couple of years. Like it's not a common thing. Most people still have to serve. So it opened up. And for that duration, my dad was like, you have to pay for it immediately. And I was like, I don't have that much money. Like, I don't know if I want to. It's like,
how much is it?
It was like $3,000 or something.
Jesus.
Yeah.
It's like that Civil War thing where you could like pay and have someone else go in your place.
Wait, really?
Yeah. During the Civil War, during the draft, you could pay $300, which like at the time it's like a shitload to have somebody else go for you. John D. Rockefeller did it.
Yeah, you could also in Turkey, you could also avoid military service by getting fucked in the ass and taking a photo. You know that's real, right?
Yeah, no, I know that one.
It's like a pink slip.
Yeah.
Just show yourself kissing the homies. No, that doesn't work. Turks kiss homies all the time. That's how we greet each other. But
people kissing on the lips in every other part of the world, like men kissing each other on the lips.
Yeah, bedelli 80.000 TL oldu. Ne 80.000 TL ne amına koyayım? $10. You said it's 80,000 Turkish lira. I said, what is it, $10?
Well, now, yeah. Jesus.
Yeah, Turkish people don't believe topping is gay. You're only gay if you bottom.
Hey, whatever makes the world go round.
Yeah.
Got to keep this thing going somehow.
But yeah, you can also avoid the military by subscribing to the top of the hour ad break. No, you can't avoid the military, but you can avoid the top of the hour ad break. Yeah, the oil wrestling photos don't count, Chad. That doesn't count. Unfortunately, that makes you straighter in their eyes. They're like, oh, he's oil wrestling.
I've been thinking about like, because they like liberalized it for getting German citizenship if you were Jewish. It used to be if you could prove that your family had to like leave like around the Holocaust or like lost people in the Holocaust, you could get it. And now they've changed it to like, if you can just prove like German Jewish heritage, you can do it. And we do have
what
like,
do they give you?
Huh?
What do they give you if you prove that?
You have like a path to German citizenship. And we do have like my dad's side, like they did come from Germany was like the last place they were before they came here.
Are you about to get a German citizenship?
I want to. I really want to get it. I think like an EU passport would be fucking awesome.
You should be like those guys that fucking become like really Irish. They're like 11 generations removed from Ireland.
I mean, we're like not even like German Jew. Like that's like not.
No, don't say it out loud on stream, dude.
I mean,
come on, you're ruining your chances.
Like my mom's side isn't, but like I don't know. With my dad's side, I don't know. It's hard to. You can't really like test for that, you know. But like we do know that they lived in Germany for like quite a while. But I want that EU passport. I think it would be sick.
Germans want the Jews to come back to Germany. Suspicious.
Okay. I mean, well, like we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. You know, I can just go back. I believe in my capability to like get out of any problem.
It's very suspicious, Felix. Don't do it.
I mean, like, look, if it comes to that, I don't think they're gonna do it in like a year. I think I'll have lead time.
Yeah, no shot, dude.
I think if they formed like a new stormtroopers, I'd be like, oh, okay. It's
They're the most like pussy liberal country.
They're not doing that. Yeah, no. You need war veterans to like form the stormtroopers and do Crystal Knot. Yeah, they don't have those.
Yeah, what are they like? This is the first time that they're spending on their military. Shouts out to Russia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're like pissed off and like having a bad year. But
yeah, the energy crisis looming over Germany is. I don't think it's going to cause them.
They're not going to do. I don't know. I want an EU passport. I think it would be awesome.
No, it is awesome.
Be very sick to have.
I used to have a Dutch passport, but the Dutch make you pick a nationality at the age of 26. What the fuck?
Damn, dude.
That's ballsy.
Damn.
Yeah, you got to pick one, dude. That's crazy.
I don't think the Krauts will do that to me.
Yeah. East German hooligans are basically veterans? Yeah, no, dude. Like, no. We're talking about, like, actual...
hardened World War I veterans who saw their friends, like, pulverized.
Yeah, at the age of 17, they're, like, watching guts fucking fall on them. Yeah. And you're comparing that to fucking, sports hooligans.
I bet they get crazy at the football matches, though.
Yeah, but still. Why wouldn't you choose Dutch? No, the American passport is still the number one, dude. You're crazy.
You can. I mean, like, American passport is very strong.
Dude, it's nuts. Like, you go everywhere. You go everywhere and anywhere on the planet, like, pretty much.
Yeah.
Visas are like that. It's the best thing about, like, living in the imperial core is that, for sure.
Right. The reason that I want an EU passport is for, like, traveling within Europe. Like, that's the reason I think that would be cool to have. And if things get really bad, I will just like revert to being a German. Like, we're going back.
Yeah, best thing. Well, you can't do any jokes. No more jokes.
Yeah, maybe I can like change the rules.
They're liberal. They're liberal on steroids.